Test 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
What is your name and how old are you?
My name is Amaiya Sims. I am 22 years old.
What is Amaiyas Atelier?
Amaiyas Atelier is my fashion styling business.
What does atelier mean?
Atelier is a French word, and it's the creative space of a designer, a stylist, in which they merchandise, manufacture, create, and design clothing, garments, accessories, anything that encapsulates fashion.
Why did you create Amaiyas Atelier?
I created Amaiyas Atelier because I saw that in styling and in fashion in general, there was a need for services that cater to a younger audience. Stylists are either much older and cater to more luxury or more expensive products and customers, whereas the lower end of customers demographics, both young and less expensive, are not as catered to, and I think that they still deserve to have a luxurious experience when shopping, when looking for clothing, or when they just simply need advice on what to wear to different events, and I want to be that change.
What exactly do you sell?
I provide services in fashion styling, such as personal shopping, fashion finds, lookbooks, mood boards, shopping session, consultations in person, on Zoom, to consult, give advice in fashion, to pick out looks for different individuals when they're going to different events. I help them clean out their closet, services, and then eventually we're going to venture into clothing for people that is affordable, but at the same time providing a styling solution. And that's all I'll say on that for right now.
Who do you want to serve with your products and services?
I want to focus on, like I mentioned a little earlier, younger consumers, artists, influencers, entertainers in the industry that are just coming up and they need advice on what to wear as they transition themselves from being seen as just a student or amateur talent and going into becoming a young professional. When you're going through that transition, I'm going through it now, sometimes you don't know exactly how to express yourself but still be professional, and that's what I want to focus my services towards, helping them and providing them advice on the things that I've learned, but also just for different fun events, vacations, birthdays, photo shoots, music videos, interviews, date nights. I want to provide services for that as well.
Who are your biggest inspirations?
My biggest inspirations are Black designers and stylists, specifically Serena Akers and Law Roach. They are stylists. They are the stylists for Beyonce, Zendaya, Tom Holland, Hunter Schafer, Chloe and Halle. I love the way that they not only carry themselves individually as people, but as stylists and supporting Black entertainers, but also Black designers, Black brands, and that's what I want to bring to my consumers, and just bring a more diverse voice, whether that be to the people that I provide my services to, or the brands that I represent and showcase.
How do you describe your style?
I describe my style as honestly whatever I'm feeling that day. Okay, no, seriously. I feel like it varies with my mood. Sometimes it's chic, sometimes it's timeless, sometimes it's trendy, sometimes it's street. It really depends on where I'm going, what I'm doing. But I like to have fun. I like to be classic, but also be a touch of playful and modern. I love to wear black and also incorporate some color in there. I'm rambling.
Yeah. Did you always know you wanted to be in fashion?
No, I didn't know what I wanted to do, in the long run. I knew that I wanted to do something creative, and I would always say that I want to be a superstar, but I don't think I ever knew exactly what being a superstar means or in what way I wanted to become a superstar. But I figured out that I wanted to be in fashion in high school when I was a part of Project Diversity, which is this extracurricular club. But anyway, I was in charge of creating the costumes that we wore on stage, and that really triggered my love for putting outfits together. Since I had to put it together for all the dances that we wore, the fashion show that we were in, and I was interested in saying, how can I make this be something into a career? And so I researched, what are careers in fashion, and that's how I found my way.
What is the message behind Amaiyas Atelier?
The message behind Amaiyas Atelier comes from Colossians chapter 3, verse 12 to 14, which basically says, dress in the wardrobe that God has picked out for you. Compassion, kindness, humility, quiet strength, and discipline. And at first, I didn't really even have, like a slogan or a mission statement or something like that. But when I was at church, one of the speakers said that scripture, and I immediately knew. I was like, that's it. Because those three disciplines, or those three, not three, all of those elements, I feel like sometimes get lost in the pace of, like, the stereotypical fashion industry, and being ethnical, and all these different things. And I want what I represent as a person to be represented in my brand. I think that scripture represents all of that and portrays that message.
When does your business launch?
My business officially, our website launches on Saturday, January 22nd at 3 p.m. So it's already out right now by the time y'all see this video. But go check out my website, share, comment, sign up, put your email in there to our newsletter, our emails. And if you know somebody that needs to get styled for anything, send them my way. Send them a link.
What do you see for the future of Amaiyas Atelier?
For the future of Amaiyas Atelier, I see myself gaining, obviously, more clients to style, but also giving back and working with younger or aspiring stylists that want to break into the industry and, provide them with help, advice, clients, classes, so that I can eventually grow into like an agency. Because as me starting out as a stylist, I feel like that there wasn't really a lot of sources that I could go to ask, like, how can I break into the industry, or even just in Chicago in general. It's a very concentrated and small fashion industry, and there's only a select few that are broken into the industry and are at the top and making a living out of it. And once I hit that, I immediately want to give back and help people branch into it. And one of my dreams has always been to make Chicago be a fashion capital just as much as New York and Paris. There's a lot of potential here. There's a lot of creativity in artists and fashion forward people, me being one of them. And I think that there's no reason why I can't be as big as some of those other cities.
Who would your dream client be?
My dream client would be Zendaya. She just won the CFD award for Fashion Icon, which she's the youngest person to ever win that. So if I was able to style her, then I myself am a fashion icon. And that's it. That's the end of the story.
What advice do you have for other stylists?
What advice I have for other stylists? Like I said, I feel like I'm still aspiring myself, but that's one thing that I had to get out of my head, of saying that I'm an aspiring stylist, or I want to become a stylist. No, I am a stylist. Even if the only person I'm styling is myself, I'm a walking billboard of my style, of the services that I provide. So that would be the number one thing that I would say, is to let go of thinking of yourself as an imposter and talk to yourself as that what you are. And to just style any and everybody. Constantly put yourself out there, constantly offer your services, constantly help people out, constantly capture what you're doing and showcase that. like I said, it was am and still working on becoming better at that. But the more you do it, the more people see you, the more they realize or think when they need that help, who is the person that they're going to call? You. And people don't, with styling, I've realized people don't really realize that they need that support or that help until, they're in a situation, where they need it. When you're just doing something every day, you don't think, oh, I need a stylist. That's not at the top of your mind. But when it becomes that, who do you call? You don't know. But putting yourself out there, that's put yourself at the top of their contact list for that.
What are other projects that you have worked on?
Okay, so some other projects that I have worked on were this short film at school called Possess Love. It was a student graduate film at Columbia. That was really fun. So I did all the wardrobing, the costuming for all the characters, a script breakdown. I've worked with Chicago musicians on music video shoots, photo shoots. I've done obviously personal styling, family, friends, co-workers, name it. What else have I done? Birthdays. I've done birthdays. And most importantly, myself every single day. Yeah. That's it. Oh wait, I gotta close out the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little interview. This is the first of many series. It's going to be called Behind the Atelier, and so I'll be breaking down my business, how I got it up and running, the logistics behind it all, what I'm learning in my master's program, how that's helping me, what I learned in undergraduate, how that's all working together, and then just the ins and outs of running my own business, providing some tips and tricks. And I think the biggest thing that this whole YouTube thing has taught me is that the things that I'm actually saying and providing advice for other people to do, it makes me do it myself, But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, share it, and comment down below if y'all have any more questions about Amaiyas Atelier, about what's to come. And I hope y'all stay tuned, and I hope you love my website. If you have any suggestions on things that I should add to the website, definitely comment down below. And of course, if you need any styling services, hit your girl up.